I can see very clearly now that Keiichi-kun really does love Hinamizawa. Even if Oyashiro-sama's curse actually did exist, Keiichi-kun couldn't bring himself to believe that such a thing existed. I felt very relieved. I should probably just forget everything I heard tonight. I'll greet Rena and Mion tomorrow with the same smile as always. They'd also like tonight to end without incident, so they can continue on tomorrow without having to be worried about me. Perhaps seeing my change in attitude, the woman who had been listening and stretched as she got up from the rock she was sitting on. Well then, I should be getting back. Goodness, I think I may have gone on a bit too long. There were so few people compared to the crowd from before. I could only make out a few groups of families enjoying the cool evening air. I looked at my watch. It seemed we'd talked for the better part of an hour. Didn't you come along with your friends, Keiichi-kun? Not going to look for him? Oh yeah, they might all be looking for me. You're quite the scoundrel making the girls look for you. See you, Keiichi-kun. Have a nice night. You too, Jiro-san. I'll see you a bit later. Tomitake-san seems to be quite the scoundrel himself, so his name is Jiro. After dusting off her backside, she disappeared into the crowd of people still busy cleaning up the shrine grounds. Keiichi-kun! So sorry. In her place, Rena came running over. Oops. Strange. I could see all the others behind her. Speak of the devil. My bad, Kei-chan. We got so caught up in our discussion. I'd completely forgotten about them while caught up in my own conversation. So we were even. My, so Tomitake-san was with you. This works out perfectly. We still need to settle the shooting gallery competition. That's right. So I guess I'm gonna end up dead last. Poor Tomitake. In the end, after my dramatic victory, Rika-chan was the last challenger. But there weren't many targets left. The ones remaining were all tiny and difficult to hit. She did take her time and aim, but all 3 shots completely missed. She was to end up sharing the loser's crown with Tomitake-san. However, she did her little mewing cry in front of the owner, and he turned to mush instantly. She was given a pack of gum as a consolation prize. Her methods were a bit audacious, but she did avoid being the loser rather magnificently. Come to think of it, Rika-chan is quite the trickster. I have no idea what Keiichi is talking about. Now then, it's decided that Tomitake-san is dead last. Everyone cheered and applauded. Tomitake-san smiled wryly, slightly bewildered. So, Tomitake-san, are you ready? Penalty time! Oh, I completely forgot about that. You're too naive, Tomitake-san. This is why our club can never lose. Mion pulled a felt-tip marker from her pocket. Oh, it's that. Show him some mercy, Mion. At least use a washable marker. A permanent one is too harsh. It just has to be permanent. Comes off when you do the laundry anyway. Whoa, what is this? Please, take it easy on me. All of us pinned his arms behind his back, and Mion approached him with the marker in one hand. And squib, squib, squib. But she didn't write on Tomitake-san's face. She wrote on the shirt he was wearing. You'd better have your big break this year, Mion. Rena took up the marker next. Show me your photos next time, okay? Rena. It was a little heartwarming, and I just had to laugh. This is more like a farewell card than a penalty. I'm not as soft as the rest. I'll make sure this is a proper penalty. Dead last, Satoko. Try harder next time, Rika. Here you go, Keiichi-san. I couldn't decide what to write, but based on what kind of penalty this was probably the most appropriate. Come back and play again, Keiichi. Tomitake-san was silent the entire time. At first he was quite bewildered, but now he had a different look on his face. So I have to wear this all the way back to Tokyo as part of the penalty? Of course! You better wear it all the way home. Huh? You could wear it when you come back. It would be nice. He appeared deeply moved. Embarrassment mixed with a wealth of other emotions made him turn a bright red. Understood. I'll wear this the next time I come here. I promise. Everyone cheered and applauded. It was the finest parting gift possible for a buddy heading out tonight. I saw the woman who was with Tomitake-san standing near the festival grounds. It seemed Tomitake-san noticed her too and knew it was time to leave. Seems like your guest is waiting. Isn't it about time? Yeah, that's certainly how it seems. Tomitake-san headed off towards her and seemed to apologize for making her wait. We all shouted stuff at Tomitake-san. Each time we did, he looked back and waved his hand. Eventually, he faded into the darkness of the night, out of sight. It was quite the casual farewell. Man, I like Tomitake-san. I really do. He seems like a nice guy. Even if he scared the shit out of us by, talking about all these murders that happened tonight and, the dismemberment. This wasn't the first time any of us had seen someone off. They had done the same thing many times before. He's gone. Well, it's about time we take off too. Rika-chan had to stay behind with the other committee members since they were having a meeting. Satoko was tagging along with her. I headed back home with the usual suspects. The walk back was quite lively, with talk of the day's war stories. Should have done this, should have done that kind of stuff. Rena and I parted ways with Mion, and then it was just the two of us. Well, then we got to my house and I parted ways with Rena as well. It's already pretty late. Are you alright by yourself? Yeah, I'm perfectly fine. It's close. I'm going to run too. If you run into some weirdo, just yell. If someone does come, will you come and save me, maybe? Maybe? If I hear you. Oh, okay. I'll scream loud enough so you can hear me. Merrily spinning her arms around at high speed, Rena dashed off. God damn it, is she gonna fucking die? Don't do this. I've played enough Danganronpa to know that's kind of like the goodbye speech. Please do not kill her off. I like her not as much as Mion, but I still like her. She was fine. In that mode, not even an adult could stand against her. Oh yeah, she's definitely fucking dead. Right with there, yep. Calling it. If she fucking dies, oh, guys will never hear the fucking end of it. She's gonna fucking die now. Thanks for making it obvious, game. Jesus. Rena's cheerful presence disappeared and it finally became quiet again. The curse that not a single person even whispered about. The more I learned about it tonight, the more unsettling it became. It didn't show on any of their faces, but they were probably all quite concerned about it as well. But if nothing happens tonight, then it all ends up just being crazy talk. Nothing will happen. Nothing bad. Nothing at all. What's wrong, Keiichi? Why are you standing in a place like that? Come inside, you'll catch a cold. It was my mom. Did you go, Mom? To the Watanagashi festival. In the end, your father didn't wake up, so I missed it. No! Don't kill my parents, no! Because it always turned out whoever didn't go to the fucking festival ended up dying. Please don't kill my parents! Because I know them so well with their completely existent sprites. Please don't kill them. I care so much about them. A little disappointing. Mom stuck her tongue out with a bit of an embarrassed look on her face. Don't do it. Don't do it. You've received new tips. Oh my Jesus. There's a fuck ton of stuff. Talk about a fucking information dump. What looks to be the shortest? None of them. Let's look at this. From the June 1980 edition. On the afternoon at 2 p.m., office employee and his wife of Hinamizawa Village in Shishibun Prefecture disappeared after falling 27 meters from the observatory platform in Shirakawa Prefecture. Police and firefighters searched downstream and discovered the body at around 7 p.m. that evening. His wife has yet to be found. The search has run into difficulties due to the effects of the Typhoon 3 from the previous day. It appeared a railing at the observatory that the couple was leaned on had broken, causing him to fall. The groundskeeping staff was questioned by the police in regards to facility deterioration, and if park maintenance was performed properly. Clearly not. Okay. Shrine Priest. From the June 1981 edition. On the afternoon of a day, around 10 p.m. in some district of Hinamizawa Village in Shishibun Prefecture, the Shinto priest of the Furude Shrine passed away after an existing condition he was recovering from suddenly worsened. Parties close to this deceased said he was suffering from anxiety issues concerning the festival which was to be held that day. Also, after his death, his wife went missing, leaving behind a farewell note. The police and local youth association continued the search. However, given the presence of the farewell message and the fact that the Onigafuchi marsh is said to be bottomless, they have run into difficulties. They can't search it? It's just a marsh. Housewife, who was beaten. It wasn't reported in the paper. Oh, thank you, mister. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god. What the fuck is the point of this? Seriously? No, I just want to read that again. What's legitimately the point? It wasn't reported in the newspaper. Oh, fuck you, game. What the fuck? What's the legitimate point? Why do I have this then? What the hell? God, that was fun. That's funny though. That made me laugh. This is the Okinomiya station calling Unit 3. Unit 3, please respond. This is Unit 3. Loud and clear. Backup is heading your way. Hold position until further instructions. Over. Roger, Unit 3 acknowledged. Requesting no headlights. Requesting radio silence. Station, the doctor has arrived. They want to carry it away. What's the order? Over. Acknowledged. Leave it to the doctor. Affirmative. Understood. Backup has arrived. Shouldn't we let them take a photo first? I think the Vic is done for. Oh shit! Did someone die? I think that just kind of spoiled someone died. Fuck me. I don't want someone to die. Please everyone be there. Okay, as long Mion's there, I don't care. Everyone else can die. Haha. Fuck everyone else. Good morning. Nice job at yesterday, Kei-chan. You didn't do so badly yourself, Mion. Yesterday was fun. And Rena's alive. Now as long as my parents are alive, that's fine. Everyone else can just fuck off. Well, Rika's nice, so she can live too. Oh, that's right. Keiichi-kun, thank you very much. For Mr. Bear. I'm glad you like it. Don't use it as a pincushion, though. I wouldn't. Still chatting happily, we entered the classroom, but the moment I stepped into the room, a splashing sound and a nasty sensation. It was a bucket filled to the brim with water. And unfortunately, my foot stepped right into it. That sucks. How diligent of you to mop the floor with this morning. God, that bitch. Keiichi-san flicked my forehead! You should set a more brutal trap next time. Seeing that Rena began to swoon as Mion looked on dejectedly. Everything was the same as always. Everyone was there, nothing felt out of place. The uncertainties I'd had in the back of my mind since yesterday had vanished. What is it, Keiichi-kun? Didn't get enough sleep, maybe? Maybe? I slept like a log, but if you want, I'll do a reenactment during class. You shouldn't do that. Mion alerted us that the teacher was coming, so everyone shuffled off to their seats. Good morning. I don't even know what is the teacher male or female? I've never known. Good morning, everyone. I'm saying it's male. So yesterday was the festival. Thank you to all the people who stayed until the very end to help clean up. We were all slackers, so none of us actually helped clean up. Actually, I had a feeling that the only thing we did was run around the festival and cause a ruckus. Okay then, this time of year, you might see some people here from out of town doing interviews about the festival for magazines. Thought it was the usual stuff, so I was going to tune it out, but then I noticed the different tone in her in her voice and started paying attention. Sorry, Miss Teacher, apparently. Next time you should have a fucking sprite so I can tell what the hell you are. You may be asked questions. Please don't say anything silly or something that could be taken the wrong way. Do you understand? In unison, everyone replied, yes, ma'am. What she said was really vague, but I understood what she was trying to say. After all, this was the 5th year. There were probably lots of third-rate reporters pouring in, hoping something regarding the curse had happened. It did nothing but perpetuate the village's bad image. She was saying, don't spout stupid shit, you think it's funny. And now I was one of the ones who needed to keep their mouth shut. Found it rather cute how I felt a sense of unity from such a trite thing, if I do say so myself. Yay, break time. Or lunch. Or the end of school, whatever. I was summoned to the club activities after school. Since everybody was still pretty tired from yesterday, we just spent the day relaxing. Yeah, that wasn't happening. Today, let's play a classic game of deduction. How about this one? Oh, a game from overseas. Looks interesting. Never heard of it. Instructions are in English. Oh god, thank god we're speaking it. Wow! The rules don't seem that hard. I won't lose, you hear? I'm not too bad at this game. It seemed that Rena didn't handle this kind of game very well. The rules are, the person who can match the murderer, weapon, and scene of the crime wins. There are 3 kinds of cards comprising of suspects, weapons, and locations. This fucking like, Clue? At least that's what I would imagine, because it sounds like that. They just replace all the actual characters with themselves. I can see that the names Mion and Rico were written on the suspect cards. Oh, a card with my name on it as well. There are plenty of different weapons too, like knives, axes, and poison. The locations are pretty nice too. Like the living room, the study, and the courtyard. This is fucking Clue! I swear to God. So basically, you take out one of each of the cards. These are the answer cards. And I fucking hated this game too. Just because I sucked at it and I always lost. Because I'd always get it like the second late, or I'd have terrible dice rolls on the way there. But sometimes I won. I mean, sometimes it's easy to find out who did it, especially when you can read people. So we shuffle the remaining cards and hand them out. We ask each other about the cards and figure out the right ones. Yeah, it is fucking Clue. That's what I thought. Deduction. Fuck off, game. You can't trick me! Oh, I see. So the cards nobody has are the true perpetrators. Then you raise your hand if you know the answer. The game ends and we check if the answer is correct. If you're right, then you get a point. If you're wrong, then you lose a point. Since the game ends even if no one gets it right, all the cards are gathered up and redistributed. You'll learn as you go. So basically the key is just never raise your hand and just end with 0 points, because technically you're not last if someone gets it wrong. That's what I would do. You'll learn as you go. You really have to use your brain. You'll get confused if you don't take notes. The rest of you can figure out by playing. So, Mion. What's the penalty this time? Everyone directed their attention to Mion. Let's see. Oh. Well, we're all still a little tired from yesterday, so maybe we'll take it easy with a gopher penalty. You'll be asked to rush out and buy stuff for everyone. So just being asked to go buy stuff like drinks and candy, I guess. I feel like the penalty today is pretty simple. Oh no, I'd make him fucking buy something god-awful. God-awful. I wonder, is it really? Is Keiichi-san thinking of what I'm thinking? Yeah. You don't know what you'll have to go buy. I'm betting Mion would send out whoever loses to buy stuff like hemorrhoid cream or happily family planning manual or other crazy stuff. See, that's what I'd fucking do. Make him buy something just fucking out of this world. Just something stupid. Just to like really screw with them. The cards were lightly shuffled and passed out to each player. The real perpetrator, the correct weapon, and the scene of the murder has been taken out, so that means all the cards I have in my hand are innocent cards. Then I'll go first, since I'm the club president, I guess. Well then, Mion, knife, study. You pick one suspect, weapon, and murder scene, and ask each person. If you have any of these cards, then you must say, I have one. However, you don't need to say which one you have. Yeah, I got it. Me too. I have one. Oh my, all of them are here. 3 people answered when she asked if they had Mion, knife, and study. Meaning Mion can't have done it. It didn't take place in the study, and it wasn't a knife. So that means that Mion and knife and study are all in the clear. Got to jot that down. And I'll go. Rena, Axe, Lounge. Only 2 people said they had one. So it means out of Rena, Axe, and Lounge, one of them is correct and is part of the crime. No wait, even if they say they have one, they don't have to say how many. It's possible that either Satoko and Rika-chan has 2 of the cards. Well, Kei-chan is next, go ahead. Wait just a little. I'm still sorting things out. The game has me thinking more than I thought. Oh man, this feels like it's gonna be tough. Alright, now I have the criminal. What? Already? Here I am spinning around in circles and Mion... Oops. Mion just now raises her hand. The murderer is Rika-chan. In the infirmary with the poison. Well? Mion drew the cards from the box and we checked to see if her deduction was right. You were right! All I needed was one more hand. I couldn't tell whether it was poison or a pistol. I never use a pistol. Oh my god. Thank you, Rika. I like killing them slowly with poison. Jesus! Stop it. Rika-san said such a hugely terrifying thing with such a sweet little face. Too damn cute. Everyone was making a commotion about how they almost had it. Ren and I were left out in the cold, though. He was nowhere near it. How did you do, Keiichi-kun? I couldn't get it at all. Sorry. Don't worry. I had no idea either. How can both of you be so unsure? You'll both end up in last place together at this rate. That's even worse. Going off buying something together as a couple? What if we ended up having to buy the Happy Family Planning Guide? I can't do that! No, I'm Keiichi Mayabara. Enter God mode. Come on. I can tell from Keiichi's expression that he's not very good at this game. Wow. That's not true. I'll show you the true power of Sherlock Mayabara during the next round. Go God mode, Keiichi. Come on. Do it. My, that sounds just wonderful. I shall give you quite the thrashing. After that, I managed to somewhat grasp the trick behind the game, but I was still always a step or two behind. I saw that Mion was somewhat gleaning information from how the others were asking their questions. That level of experience was just too much. The only way I could stage a comeback was if I became ruthless. I tossed out the simple concept of deduction and switched over to the thought process needed to win. Become a god, Keiichi! Become a god! Do it! The important thing isn't to find out the criminal, it's to win the game. Eureka! God mode. Sorry, need to go to the bathroom. Hello? Take your time and squeeze out a nice one, Jesus, stop it. Nichan, that's gross. I had them hold off the game and headed down the hall. The air was crisp. It showed just how stagnant the air. Fuck my asshole. In the air in the classroom was from our body heat. On the school ground, some of our classmates were still playing around. After spending some time cooling my head, Rena had made her way over towards me. Keiichi-kun, did you call for me? Yeah, I did. As I got up from my seat, I winked over at Rena. Glad it worked out. I don't want to waste much time, so I'll get right to the point. Rena, what's your record at this game we're playing today? She was taken aback. After a moment, she hesitantly opened her mouth. Well, all losses. Why do you ask? I wonder. I could tell from how apprehensively she was playing. The way things are going, I will as well. I can't figure out a way to pull off a last-minute comeback on this one. So I guess both of us will be taking the penalty? Hey, don't accept defeat already. How about we win this? Both of us. But how can we? I brought my lips to Rena's ear. And I whispered something that I don't know. Huh? Is that allowed? Did you forget, Rena? The second rule of our society. Do everything in your power to obtain victory. Yeah, I'll try my best. Our plan of attack was a quite rudimentary one. At the beginning of the game, everyone would be focused on their own hand for a while, taking notes and whatnot. Since our seats were right next to each other, we'd reveal our hands to each other. If we did it under the desk, then nobody would know. That way you don't have to waste time with one question. We'd begin the game with twice as much information as everyone else. Having this much information would mean we needed to investigate less. Exactly. With this sort of plan of attack, we start off with a big lead over the other guys. Yeah, with this we can probably win! We both smirked at each other. If I was the shady businessman, then Reno was the corrupt senator. Pleasure doing business with you. Then let's hurry back, we'll work as a duo to surprise everyone. Hey now, there's no point if we go back together. It would be like flat out telling them we made a little agreement. Oh, sorry. Then what should we do? Go back ahead of me, Rena. I'll take my time coming back after washing my face or something. Okay, got it. Rena turned around and headed back to the classroom. I guess I should wait a bit longer before going back. If I went too soon, I wouldn't seem like I went to the bathroom. If Mion or one of them suspected something, then there could be problems. Well, they'd figure it out sooner or later because both Rena and I would start winning over and over again. Both Rin and I have earned enough points to avoid being the losers by the time Mion realized what was happening. Excellent. Not bad at all. Mayabara-kun, may I have a moment? Huh? It's the teacher. Okay, sorry again. Man, things are just getting good. What is it? I'm a bit... You have a guest. Please make your way to the entrance. A guest? It's not like I own a hotel. They've been waiting. Please hurry. It was rather unfortunate that I'd have someone waiting on me right before my big match. But I was more interested in the unexpected guest. I didn't want to waste any time, so I decided to take care of it quickly. The entryway was a heavy contrast from the hot sunlight and deep shadows. Hey, someone with another sprite. Thank God. That means he's important. Probably. Or not. Just kidding. Waiting there, looking uncomfortably warm, was a middle-aged man, his ties sloppily loosened and his jacket tucked underneath his arm. Are you Mayabara-san? Keiichi Mayabara-san. There was no question that he wasn't a resident of Hinamizawa, and that this was without a doubt the first time he had met me. Ever since I met Tomitake-san, I'd been running into so many middle-aged men. That's right. Who might you be? I have the AC on in my car. Let's talk there. It's a bit hot here, don't you think? Never get into a fucking car of a stranger! Keiichi, no! No! Don't do it. Don't do it. Never no! No! What has everyone ever fucking said about getting into a car with a strange man that you don't know? Don't do it! The man, completely ignoring my question, pointed over to his car parked near the gate and began walking. You've got to be kidding me. I had no intention of going along with some geezer. I didn't even know. And he was asking me to get into his car with him? I'm not gonna buy it. Come on now. He opened the back door of his car and called me over. No! I didn't like this old man, but I wanted to know what this was about. Even while knowing that conversations that start out like this have never led to anything good. No! No! Damn it, Keiichi! Why? Why? Why would you ever fucking go into someone's car that you don't know? And he's significantly older than you. Have you never heard of people getting raped after and getting kidnapped? What the fuck, Keiichi? God damn, you're an idiot. You know what? You deserve to fucking die now. Jesus Christ. Fucking dumbass.